Hey, perfect spirit. I'm Sam Shelley, the Miracle Man. Now let's create a miracle in your life right here, right now. Let's do this. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I talk about getting rid of that, the anxiety, the stress, the worries, the chronic diseases, the trauma, and really throw all that stuff out and really tap into our true self, that perfect spirit, the consciousness within us. So subscribe, like my channel. Let's get this message out that all things are possible when we let go of that garbage. That garbage doesn't serve us. So I had a question, a request come in for a video topic, and I really enjoy those because I want to know how best to help you deal with this collective head trash that we've accumulated throughout the years. How can we throw this out? So the topic was, maybe you're in a household right now. It's not very loving, supportive. Maybe they put you down in some way. And plus, maybe you put in some childhood trauma into that. So your current situation just amplifies, brings back that story of earlier trauma, because the mind's always carrying around the burdens of the past. And that's always the trauma, the suffering, the PTSD. The mind loves to keep that alive. So how do we heal in that situation? We have to realize that is the past. Even though it was unpleasant, maybe you had physical abuse, maybe they hit you, or maybe there's mentally abusive, not good enough, not deserving, who are you to do this? All those kind of stories impact who you are today, because a lot of us are trapped in that head trash, which keeps that memory alive. Well, the way to get rid of that head trash is to start wherever you are. And I say this quite a bit. Just start wherever you are. You don't need to watch more videos. You don't need to read certain books. You don't need to pay attention to certain gurus. You don't need to go to all these fancy, expensive workshops. You just simply start where you are. And that starting process is simply to be here now. And most people don't really understand what that means, to be here now, because we're so caught up in our mental stories, the inner dialogue, the anxiety, the stress, reliving the past traumas. We don't realize that is the head trash. And head trash takes you out of this moment and into this story. So when you're fully here now, you know where your feet are. You know what you're standing on. You know what you're hearing. You know the sights around you. You just know, you're just very aware of this moment, all the details here in this moment, like seeing the pen, seeing a mouse, seeing headphones, whatever it may be. You're just aware of this moment. Just a simple fact of me picking up the microphone, the headset, brought me back into this moment because I had to consciously pick it up. So I couldn't be in this story. I had to actually be here and do that. But typically what happens when you're here in the moment, you go back into the story. Because most people are not present. And I see this when I'm walking around or on the subway. If you look at their eyes, they're not here. They're not engaged in this moment. They're reliving a past moment, or they're future guessing. Maybe they're on a subway going to the doctor's appointment. So they're guessing what's going to happen there. What will I endure? What will I go through? Will they help me out? All these kind of stories. But we have to realize all of our power is right here, right now. And things can happen in an instant. If you're really here, tapped into your power, your strength. But mostly, unfortunately, most people don't realize the answer is not out there. The answer is within you. So it's realizing, get myself back into this moment. And you don't judge, you don't condemn yourself, you don't criticize yourself. That's just stories, head trash. We need to stop that habit. You just simply notice, oh, I'm in this story. I don't have power there. So let me see, where are my feet? What am I standing on? What do I hear? What am I touching? Very simple practices to stop wherever you are and just bring your attention back here. And if the mind runs away again, and it will, don't judge, don't criticize, don't condemn yourself. Just bring your attention back here. And this is part of the spiritual awakening, is that I got it, I lost it phase. I got it, I'm here in the moment. Oops, there goes the mind telling the story again. So we just gently bring it back. Story, bring it back. The mind will grow very bored with this practice, telling you're wasting your time, why are you doing this? But it's because that's what the mind does. The mind doesn't want to give up control. So if you're reliving these past memories, then you have to realize you are reliving the past. You're not here in this moment. And it's simple to say, let go, snap out of it, but it's not that easy. It's a daily practice. It's an hour by hour, minute by minute practice of bringing your attention back. And it is mentally exhausting when you first begin, because the mind is in such a runaway condition. It's mentally exhausting. But that's okay. You just rest and just start practicing again. When you get tired, you rest. You let the mind play its games. But then when you realize it, you just come back. So unfortunately, we do have all these human experiences. And not all of our loved ones will support us. I know when I was on my own healing journey, there was no support from my wife. She was just always wondering what I was doing, why I'm doing that. And then even when I healed myself, she still remained sick. Because unfortunately, she had that head trash story as well. Oh, only you could do that. I can't do that. That's nonsense. You watching here are perfect spirit, living in a human body. All things are possible. If things are not possible, then that's the head trash story. Because spirit does not conform to the rules of physics, to the natural laws. It doesn't conform to them because there are no rules. Perfect spirit is unlimited. It's unstoppable. But can you trust yourself enough to take action from that place? Because you usually have those gut instincts, gut reactions. Oh, I need to go do this task a certain way. But your mind convinces you to do it another way. So you spend an hour or two trying this other way. Then you have like, eureka moment. I should have listened the first way. It would have been so much easier. It's just so much more easier. So more efficient. But that's the gift of hindsight, if you will. We really don't know until we have that actual experience. This is why I really suggest you can listen to my words all you want. But until you actually do the practice, where are my feet? Where are my hands? What am I sitting on? Or maybe just taking a moment and closing your eyes and just allow the day to drift by. Feeling your feet on the ground. Maybe feeling your hands touching one another. Feeling the hands rubbing, creating some heat. And that's the practice. Because when I was doing this, I was here and noticing the heat between the hands. We think it really needs to be complicated and difficult. But I really want to show everyone that it's not complicated. It may not be the easiest thing because the mind's dragging you all over the place, but it is a simple practice. This is why I'm shifting into my circles to just talk about trauma and PTSD. I think that's going to be the constant theme every month. And maybe I'll do it, one time on trauma, the PTSD, releasing the past. And maybe another circle, maybe I'll do 2 circles a month. The other meeting will be on manifestation. Getting rid of this, tap into the 0 point where it's just particles jumping around, then painting a vision of the future. Because that's what I was missing in my life, if you will. When I healed myself, everything was just all as well. But I wasn't giving the universe a direction to move in. So we need to do this visioning. We have to see the future self to give the universe a direction to go into. We don't worry about the hows. How is this going to happen? That's not possible. Head trash stories. You simply be here in this moment, take action from this deeper place, and then the past can hold power over you. So childhood traumas, unloving spouse, It doesn't matter. All your power is right here, right now. But it's always easier if you have a cheerleader, an uplifter saying, yes, you can do this. Yes, you can do this. That's what I intend to be on this channel, is to be your uplifter, your supporter, that yes, you can do this. You are perfect spirit. You simply forgot who you are. The mind has told you lies. Get rid of all those lies. Tap into you, and you can do all things. The only thing preventing you from doing all things is this inner nonsense. That's it. And maybe you don't have the practice yet. So maybe just keep practicing. And practicing doesn't make you perfect. It just makes you more skilled. Because perfectionism is another head trash story that prevents people from taking action. It has to be just so, just right. It's nonsense. You just begin wherever you are, and you just do your best in that moment. And that is enough. Because you are enough. You are good enough. You are deserving the best in life. Now go do that. All right. Take good care of yourself. Bye for now.